he wouldn't be caught unawares. As the light moved closer, his vision began to adjust. He wasn't reassured. The flame hovering above the woman's palm cast a soft glow across the sharp features of her face. Her golden eyes sparkled vividly as they stared into him, seeming to weigh his soul. Long brown gold hair flowed around her otherwise naked body. His blood chilled at the blank, unnatural expression of her face. Then her head tilted in an almost bird-like gesture, and clarity hit. A dragon in the guise of a woman. "I refuse to wait any longer," she said, her voice resounding oddly through the cave. His brows wrinkled together. "What?" "Your mate has delayed me for years, but—" "I have no mate," he snapped. He couldn't stand the thought of anyone associating him so intimately with his captor. "Certainly not the Drek who has held me here." The dragon's uncanny gaze lifted to his wrists, manacled to the stone by thick iron shackles. "Perrim said you were training." Rage heated his insides and caused his muscles to tense. "Is that her name? The blonde woman who torments me?" The dragon tilted her head again. "You've been with your mate for years, and you must ask me this?" "She is not my mate." The flame hovering over the dragon's hand grew brighter. "I see. You are here unwillingly." "Very," Aris answered, though her words hadn't sounded like a question. "Then Perrim must pay." Her other hand lifted toward his manacles. Power built in the air until every hair on his body stood on end. With a sharp crack, the metal split and fell away, freeing him. "You'll be coming with me." Aris dropped hard to his knees as feeling roared back into his limbs. Heat washed through him, banishing the earlier cold, and he bit back a yell at the harsh pain. His muscles quaked, but he braced his hand against the floor and shoved himself to his feet. Though he had to lean against the cave wall, he faced the dragon standing. "Who are you?" he demanded. "I am Kazari," she answered. "Your dragon." He shook his head, certain he hadn't heard correctly. "My what?" "Have your kind forgotten the bond we once shared?" His stomach lurched at the mention of a bond. "Like a soul bond?" "Not typically," she answered in a flat tone. "But it has happened. Now, I speak of a synthesis of elements, magic most compatible. I am Earth. You are Earth." Aris frowned as he tried to understand her words. He had the feeling that she hadn't been around many people. Her grasp of the language was off. "You are here because our elements are compatible?" "There are more links than soul to soul." Her head tilted again. "You understand this?" Unbidden, Selia's laughing face flickered to life in his memory. Then an image of his son, Iran. His heart twisted at the memory of his family. Gods knew where they were now. "Yes." "Let us go, then." Before he had time to consider her words, Kazari stepped back, and the fire winked out. Fear sliced through him like his captor's blade. Had this been some strange trick, a new method to torment him? Power built in the air once more, stronger than before. Aris shrank back against the wall as his head throbbed with the force of the rising energy. A rough slithering filled the cave. Then a gust of air rushed over him, tossing his sweat-slicked hair around his face. Another flame sprang to life, but it was too far away to hurt his eyes. It glimmered near the far ceiling of the cave, beside the massive golden head of a dragon. Aris froze like prey at the sight of the huge talons only an arm's length away. As the dragon lifted her claw and rested the tip of a single talon against his chest, Aris forced himself to remain still. If this was how he died, he would greet the moment with courage. Power roared through him without warning. Thank the gods he'd braced himself against the wall. A slight pain flared across his skin, but the sensation was swept away by the glorious energy filling